No drama, all results. Great bounce back dub to get the club back on track. Control, clean sheet, 3 points. What's the word, Chelsea fans? It's your boy Cam, back with another one on Blue Empire. Chelsea win 2-0 against Everton today. And what a performance. Or not what a performance, what a result. What a result. But we did see some good performances today. We saw some shaky ones too. Ali, I'm going to be real with you. I back Ali. But today, my boy should have had a hat. See that graduation cap right there? Should have had a hat trick today. I'm going to be real. But we saw good performances. We saw Cole Palmer come back, get on the score sheet. We saw Malo Gusto get a goal and an assist. Clear man of the match. Clear man of the match. Also, I want to say something to all the people who love to instantly run to, why is Malo Gusto playing so high up? Why is Cucurella in the 10? Bro, let our manager cook, bro. Let our manager cook. Our manager's unorthodox. Our manager does way too fucking much sometimes. But that man cooks. Let that man cook. And Malo Gusto really cooked today. He justified all the trust that Enzo Maresca has in him. And if you've been following us since Enzo Maresca has been our manager, you know that he has a lot of trust in Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto is his guy, his gadget guy. He has played him at left back. Of course, he plays him at right back. Plays him in the midfield. Whether it's 8, 6, 10, at times, right? That man loves him some Malo Gusto, and today I love me some Malo Gusto. It seemed like whenever Malo got the fresh braids, he always cooks. He always cooks. Do y'all see that too? Whenever Malo got the fresh braids, he cooks. Right? Sometimes he be having the ponytail laid back and stuff like that, and it seemed like he'd be all right. But when he got them fresh braids, when he just pop up out that braiding chair, that man be cooking. All right, so first things first, the Iceman came back and he was feeling it. He was feeling it, right? He was a little frustrated a couple times, right? He got real frustrated with Enzo. We'll talk about Enzo later. But, he was trying to link up. He looked better he looked better athletically today. That's for sure what I'll say. He looked a step or two behind in the previous game he played. But today he looked like he was on the pace. Obviously, he only played about like an hour or so. We gonna slowly bring him back into the fold to where he can play full 90s. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see him and Steve cook up. But I think, or I'm trusting, but I do think that Enzo is really saving them so that we can unleash them against somebody with no film on them. I don't know how prevalent film study is at the professional level of soccer or at any level of soccer, period. But at the levels of football that I play, film study is huge. And I would assume that film study is huge at the professional level of soccer, especially with how much our manager wants to tweak and chop and change based on the opponents, right? I can only imagine, right, that he's going to think that they're going to do that to us as well. And I don't think he wants them two together on film a whole lot before both of them are fully fit and firing. And I can understand that, right? If as much as I want to see them two cook together, not just two, I want to see them two plus Joao Pedro. As much as I want to see that little trio cook together, right? I want to see them cook when they all three ready to go. When they all three ready to put in pain on the opposition. I don't want them to half step out there. I want them to be in rhythm. I want them to come out there, and when they do get fully unleashed, I want them to bust the other team ass. Oh, I can't wait for it. But I'm gonna let Gaffer cook up. That's the problem. A lot of us don't let Gaffer cook up. But then on days like today, when he cook up, oh, we love it, right? But as soon as something, not even go wrong, as soon as something just don't hit as optimally as we want, we lose our heads. We need to stop doing that as a fan base. Real spill. Real spill. We need to stop doing that. But Cole Palmer gets the first goal, assisted by none other than Malo Gusto. Nice little, he looked like a real 10, honestly. It looked like a pass that Cole would have slid in there. It's low-key similar to Cole's assist to Joao in the Club World Cup final, but I digress. Malo Gusto, playing higher up the pitch, slides it into Cole Palmer. Cole, this is where him being better athletically, like really flashed on you or like popped off through the screen, right? Makes that cut into the 6-yard box, picks up the ball, boom, slots it in near post. Jordan Pickford got beat on his near post twice today. I don't know. I'm not saying he poo. I'm not saying he pie, because he's not. But he was pie today. I'm gonna be real with you. He was not good today. And then second goal, Malo Gusto. I'm sorry, not Malo Gusto. Pedro Neto goes on a good little run up the right wing. Right, hits him with a nice little step over. Boom, gets down the byline, and then it's a FC rat goal. What it is, gets down to the byline, cuts it back, boom. First time near post finish by Malo Gusto. That's his second career goal, and he only got his first one a couple weeks ago. I think Malo's playing with a lot of confidence for sure. I think Pedro Neto, right, is doing what we want him to do. Be consistent, right? So like in the last like 4 or 5 games, right, he's had about like 4 good performances. And then against Atalanta, he wasn't trash, right? But wasn't just like, what we want from him. In previous years, right, it would have been the other way around. It would have been, like 3 okay games, 1 really good game, and then maybe like 1, nah, bro, type game. But he's really picked up his consistency, and we love to see that from Pedro Neto. I don't know how high his ceiling is, but when he raises his floor, that raises the overall level of the team, and we love to see that. So want to give my man Pedro Neto his flowers. Also, who am I going to give the flowers to today? Guess. I'll give you some time. I'll wait. Oh, you don't know? Bobito. Come on now. Bobito. Hey. He might have got a little lucky. My boy saved one with his shoulder. Saved that Jack Grealish effort with his shoulder. But other than that, man, hey, he gonna come get them crosses. He gonna come get them corners. You not finna float one over the top of my boy, right? You better scheme up something that has him hold his line, because if he don't got no type of danger that make him hold his line, he going to get it. He rising up like a power forward, going for a rebound, snagging it is mine, and we getting out on the break. But yeah, Reece James, nice solid performance in the middle, captain's performance. Enzo Fernandez, again, my man needs rest. I don't know why he didn't come off today. That would be the only thing that I think Gaffer really, I'm not gonna say got wrong, but could have done better with. I think Josh could have came on for Wes, right? I would have brought him on like shortly after the yellow card, just to give Wes a little bit of rest and reward him for the, performance that he put on today. But I can understand wanting to keep the Trev and Wes partnership together to see out the game and see out the clean sheet. I can completely understand that. I think Josh is good enough to, do a similar type of job or have a similar level right there. So I would have brought him on because, Wes deserves a little bit of rest, rhyming, and Josh deserves some minutes. But Enzo really needs a rest, man. He just wasn't good today. Yeah, this wasn't good today. And Enzo is one of those players, man, that when he has a bad game, it looks really bad, right? Because he's not super athletic. What is he? He's very technical, right? He's a scrappy guy, right? He's gonna try to get on the end of some crosses, the end of some cutbacks, and he's gonna try to make some sly little passes. But when those aren't coming off, man, it looks like he doesn't do anything, right? And I think right now he really needs rest. Maybe he'll get some rest once Moy comes back into the fold, as this was Moy's last match of his 3-match ban. But Andre Santos did come in, get some minutes, right? We didn't see Hato. But yeah, we saw a little bit of Steve, quick little cameo from Steve, like a little 20-minute cameo from Steve. He wasn't too sharp either, but we're gonna let that man cook. Every time that man goes to warm up, it's crazy. The crowd, you can tell when he's going to warm up, man. The commentators don't even gotta tell me no more. When I hear the crowd randomly get a jolt of energy and nothing's happening on the field, I know Steve's warming up, right? And that says a little something. That says a little something about Steve, but also like our fan base and our club, our match going fans, their love for Steve. And so hopefully that does nothing but grow and cultivate love for the club and Steve, right? But yeah, Everton weren't bad, right? It just wasn't their day. It was very much our day. They had a couple chances that, they didn't finish off. The clear indicator that it just wasn't their day is the I don't know. I don't want to disrespect this man's family by mispronouncing his last name, but Ndiaye, who he's pretty nice. His effort, he does beat Bobby, but he doesn't beat the post. I think maybe if KDH doesn't go down, right, they put up more of a fight. Because let's be real, KDH is a good little player, and with him being one of the main men at Everton, he's really stepped up. And I think Gaffer has known that and knew that he needed to be one of the main men to really shine. Similar to what I think Nani's situation is, although he didn't go to a team where he is going to be the main man. I think if Nanzino went to a squad that he's their main guy, he's their Cole Palmer to an extent. Not saying he's as good as Cole Palmer, right? But if he's their main attacking outlet, I think Nanzino would produce a lot more, similar to how KDH has produced a lot more for Everton. But man, good performance, great result, right? We get out of that. We get out of the slump we had, right? We were winless in the last 3 games, but if you really pay attention to it, we only lost 1 of them, right? We still picked up 2 points, although we want the 3 points, right? We don't want to go out on L's, right? We only had 1 L out of the last 3, so that makes our last run of 4, 1, 2, and 1. That's not bad, right? Not what we want, but it's not bad. And hopefully we build on this, right? We got Moy coming back, right? We got Cole steadily coming back. We have a full 90 from Neto, so I think we're going to get an Esteval start next game, which will be peak. Jamie Gittins came on, good little cameo, tried to create some things, almost created a couple little goals. We also saw Andre Santos come in, look lively, gain a little more confidence. Did miss, I'm not gonna say a big chance, right? But it was like a clear shooting opportunity, and he knew it. He just skied it. Now all I'm gonna say is the last time he missed a scoring opportunity, right, where he probably should have put it away, the very next game he played, he put that same effort away. I'm not saying he's gonna do the same thing, but I do believe he'll do better the next time. Like I said, man, can't say much about it. Very happy with the team. Very happy with the result. I would like better performances from Garnacho. I'm a backer of Garnacho, but he wasn't sharp today, right? That's the thing, right? I think we're rarely bad, right? But I do think what happens to us a lot more than I would like is that we're not sharp, right? We're not sharp. And let me explain this so it doesn't sound like, well, yeah, not being sharp is not being good. I understand that, right? But when I say being sharp, I mean doing the small technical things, the fundamentals, or the things that like are given, right? We don't execute those as often as I think we should, right? We're a team with a high ceiling, right? We do hard things very well. We press very well. We can ping the ball around, right? We can shoot pretty decently across the board, right? But there's sometimes where we have gimmies or like layups, right? Like easy passes, or you know, like having controlled touches all the time. I feel like sometimes we're a little too sloppy. I think we need to iron that out, but I got confidence that they will. Good overall performance. Again, I can't say it enough. Good overall performance, especially because it's December. You know how we act in December. We act like we ain't never seen the damn soccer ball or football before. We didn't do that today. We acted like we knew what we was doing. We handled business. No drama, straight results. Let me know how you felt about the game. Let me know who your man of the match was. I don't think there's anyone else but Malo Gusto. But if I missed somebody, if I wasn't locked in, let me know. Get in the comments. Have a conversation with me. I'm replying to everything. I'm replying to everything for the first 2 days. Come interact. Let's build a community. This has been Cam with Blue Empire. Deuces.